In this video presentation, we're going to be covering chip component packages. Select Surface Mount, Chip, and Demo to fill in some numbers here so we can see the different component families that are in this chip component family. They start all the way from antenna and go to capacitors and diodes and ferrite beads and filters. And the thing that they all have in common are the same package dimensions, but different 3D models. All their 3D models will be different. A resistor 3D model is different than an inductor, different than a diode, different than a capacitor, different than an LED. And the footprint name is going to be different. So let's create a library here, and I'm going to select a new library. I have resistor selected right here. We're going to add that resistor to the library. And the name of the part is called RESC for chip. So resistor chip. Then we have the body length, width, and height, and then the terminal lead. So all these dimensions here come from this nominal column right here. All these numbers here with this component family and these nominal dimensions fill in the footprint name. The thing that is unique about the resistors and capacitors that you want to use the same 0603 or 0805 or 0402, you want to use the same pattern for all your capacitors. So, but the difference is the height. I'm going to pick a capacitor for this one. See, I have a 1.4 millimeter height for this 1206, but the heights are all over the place. And every time you change the height, since the height is in the footprint name, and it's also in the 3D model name, therefore you're going to have all kinds of duplicate footprint patterns, with the only difference would be the package height. Or the difference might be the tolerance, the plus and minus tolerance. So if you want the same package, same footprint, the same pad stacks, same spacing, same everything for like an 0603, you would create a master 0603 taking all your sources that you get from Panasonic, AVX, Yageo, Vishay. You might want to take all of your sources and put them all together and find out what all their tolerances are, the positive tolerance, the negative tolerance, and the size of the package. And then once you get all those tolerances all laid out, I would recommend that you use just the nominal tolerances, because each manufacturer will give you a tolerance, but the tolerance is not locked in concrete, let's say. The tolerances are just there, and the tolerances are used to actually create the pad stack. So the bigger the tolerances, the bigger the pad stacks. The smaller the tolerances, the smaller the pad stacks. You should probably get all your vendors together and create one set of tolerances for each package size. 0402, 0603, 0805 will have their own package dimensions and their own package tolerances. Then from there, you might want to create a 3D model library where you just have all your different heights. I would say that, for the part number, there is no part number for a 3D model. You would just put in the part number. You would put in 3D model, 3D step model. And then maybe for the logical description, use for 3D model only. And you would have a 3D model library with every single 3D model resistor, every capacitor, 3D model. Then you would have another library, another FPX file set aside for all your master discrete footprints. So you would only have one 0402 and one 0603 resistor, and you would have each one. If you get the dimensions, the pad stack dimensions and the pad spacing from the component manufacturer, you can open up the footprint panel and you could check off use manufacturer's dimensions, and you could type in their distance between the pads, the size of the pad, and X and Y, and then X1 would be the same as X. X1 would be different if sometimes some manufacturers will produce pin 1 terminal a different width than the pin 2 terminal, and that's why we have X and X1. Now the width of the part never changes, but the terminal will change. And that concludes our video presentation on chip packages.
Simplify, standardize, and automate an entire IPC and IEC compliant library Detailed, accurate, reliable, professional. Highest quality footprints and 3D step models, clicks away. Many companies worldwide are easily generating their CAD libraries. You should too. Get a fully functional Footprint Expert Evaluation license for any CAD format and demo today. Contact us at PCBlibraries.com or call 847-557-2300.